3.2 platformer levels are super fun to play, so I decided to make one myself, but not just a regular one. I went to get an epic platformer, and I will do all it takes to get it. If you've played Minecraft with Stardew Valley before, you know that a big thing about these games is that they have mining as one of the main things you can do, and also that they give the player lots of freedom to explore and discover new things. I loved playing these games, so I decided to make a mining simulator platformer level, almost like an RPG game inside Geometry Dash. And when I said I wanted to get an epic, I meant it. I've been studying pixel art and platformer game basics for the past few days to make it insanely fun to play and experience. Most of the building process is going to be live on my Twitch channel, so if you want to follow the process, make sure to follow me over there. Now without further ado, let's get to building. Alright, just for context here, hi, this is Ausk from the future, from a few months in the future actually, because it took me so long to get enough time to edit this video. But just for context, what you're gonna see right now is the end result of stream number 2. I unfortunately don't have stream number 1 anymore. It's just disappeared. So this is the end result of the second stream. I'm only gonna show it so you guys know how the level started, and just so you guys can kind of have a bit more of the context of what the level is and what it looked like when it wasn't just a layout form before we get into decorating. Alright, so as you can see, the level was a very tiny baby still. I only added the very basic layout. Basically, the level starts in your bedroom as you wake up, and then you exit your bedroom to your living room, and then you exit out of the house to go outside. This is probably the only way that a GD player can go outside. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The first few streams were just trigger work. It's so boring to watch. You're not gonna watch all of that. I know. I'll skip through that for you. Also, because in the first few streams, the level, it doesn't look great. So yeah, enjoy. I am having so much fun working on this level. Platformer is a whole new, it's just entirely different, and it's so fun. It's fun to play, and it's also fun to create. Dude, this house, it's so cool. Look at this. I'm not an art creator. I'm not good at art, and this just looks good because like these pixel objects, or you can mash them together to make cool thingies like that. Okay, anyway, let's get right into this. I want to show you guys what I have so far. Also, fun fact, I am making the soundtrack for this. It's my own song. So let me show you what I have so far. So you start on top of your bed, and you can of course jump on it because that's so fun, and you can turn the lights on and off. This is probably my favorite thing about the bedrooms, although I do love the bed and the window, and I don't know, I'm just really happy with this level so far. You can turn it on and off, and then once you exit the room, let me turn this on, and we're gonna go down the staircase. That is so satisfying. And of course the light shifts once you're outside and inside. You can also get a little coin here. I'm not gonna share all of the secrets, of course, but of course you guys are gonna be able to see some stuff because, you know, I'm gonna show the building process. So the door when you exit the house is a little bit different, and once you click, you're now outside in front of your house. You can't re-enter it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. We have a little cool parallax thing at the top there with the clouds. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. And then here you have this really cool fountain. So yeah, today I have many things that I want to do. I actually have a little checklist of things that I want to do for this first kind of section of the level. So I wanted to finish decorating the inside of the house. That's something that we're going to do in this video, and also make a little garden around the house. I'll try to do that. So for the first building session, I basically decided to fix some stuff, such as the fact that you could go through the wall of your bedroom. And then I also added a ceiling to the living room. I feel like that just made it a lot better. It helped fill in some space at the top. Then I moved right to the outside area to do the little garden, and I basically just did some bushes with the pixel object. I did some reorganizing for the layers as well, but it's basically just pixel art objects to make bushes and also to make flowers, and of course I combine them together to make it a little bit more original and more my own level rather than just some default objects, and I was quite a fan of it. That looks very sweet. I'm gonna add that on top of the little cactus thing that I did. That is so sweet. I love how these look. You can just place them on top of the, you know, the vegetation itself. It's really nice. Look at that. Oh, this is really cool how you just go through that thing. That's awesome. I'll make a little tree. Well, I'll try to. All right, so I'm not really gonna explain what I did for the trees because I ended up scrapping it anyway because it looked pretty questionable. I thought it looked cool, and then my friend looked at it, was like, That is not very good at all. Then I remade it and it actually looked a lot better in the end, but you're gonna see that in the next video. Okay, so now I want to make a little mailbox here, because to get the main quest, you kind of have to get the quest in the first place. When you get mail in Stardew Valley, it shows a very similar symbol, so I decided to kind of remake that. And surprisingly, it looked pretty nice. I just used some default objects. Actually, let me show you I just used these objects, but I stretched them out. They're originally that size. I just changed the color a little bit. I also used these slopes right there. There isn't really like a circle object, so I guess we're gonna have to kind of make one from scratch. Okay, this might suck. And then just like in the thing that I showed you earlier from Stardew Valley, there's a little speech bubble thing around the letter to indicate that there's something there. So I also did one of those. Wait, this actually looks sick. I just made a little speech balloon thing. Dude, I'm not even good at pixel art. How is this even happening? That is so cool, dude. Of course, it could be improved, but honestly, I'm kind of really happy with this. And then I needed to do the actual mailbox, and it was pretty interesting to do it. I tried doing a very optimized one, but it didn't look good, so then I made one from scratch, but then it had 135 objects, so I tried to fix the old one, and then it looked pretty nice in the end. I kind of like how that looks, actually. I didn't know that suddenly I'm a pixel artist. We have our mailbox. We're gonna have this down here, and then we're gonna scale it down. It's a mailbox, not a car. That looks pretty sick, if I do say so myself. Okay, so that's 135 objects. I might have to optimize that a little bit. I could make a much more simple one by doing something like this and just adding a little outline, and I just give it the same color. Hey, there we go. Oh, that looks sick as well. But that's 4 objects when the one that I made is 135. I'll be honest, I think mine is a little bit cleaner because, of course, I made it thinking of an actual mailbox and not using other objects. But I think in the end, what is more important is having people be able to play your level rather than having a level look cool, but then no one can play it. I think that looks pretty sick. Come on, that was optimized incredibly. That was 4 objects instead of 135. Once I pressed save and play and exit the house, the thing should be moving up and down. We're gonna see how that looks. I think it might be too fast, but we can see how that goes later on. Nice, that is pretty cool. Very happy with that so far. And I think that's it for today. This was a very productive video. It was like around an hour to do just that, but I think spending time on the little details is something that is important, especially like optimizing as well. So yeah, I hope this level is super fun to play. So I'm trying to have tons of fun building it as well, and just adding a lot of fun little details to make it, you know, just as replayable as possible. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next building video. Bye bye.